The truck sitting in your driveway right now has a lock on it. Not a physical lock, a digital one. Most owners don't even know it's there. They find out the hard way. The manufacturer holds the key and the dealer charges you to use it. And the part you could have fixed for $20 just became a $400 dealer visit you were never supposed to avoid. Pop the hood of a truck built in the last 5 years. You don't see an engine. You see a wall of plastic. Underneath that plastic is a machine that has been deliberately engineered to be unfixable without permission. Not because the engineering requires it, because the revenue model demands it. Every repair you can't do yourself is a billable hour they collect. Every part you can't source independently is a markup they control. They didn't seal the hood because sealed is better. They sealed it because sealed is more profitable, and they're not finished yet. This isn't a side effect of modern engineering. It's the business model. Manufacturers figured out something more valuable than selling you a truck. They figured out that if they own the software inside the truck, they own the truck permanently. They can charge you to use features already installed. They can charge you to access your own repair data. They can charge you every single time something breaks for the rest of the time you own the vehicle. The truck in your driveway is not a product anymore. It is a revenue stream, and you are the source every time something breaks. Once you see exactly how they built the trap, you will not look at a new truck the same way again. Here is exactly how they built the trap. On a late model Ford or General Motors truck, replacing a window switch is no longer a simple job. The new switch contains a digital serial number embedded in the component itself. When you install it, the truck's central computer scans it. If the number does not match the factory authorization list, the truck rejects it. The part functions perfectly. Your hands function perfectly. But the computer refuses to recognize it until a dealer technician plugs in a proprietary laptop and authorizes the part to exist in your own vehicle. That authorization takes 30 seconds. They charge you 1 full hour of labor for the privilege. That is not a service. That is a toll booth with a lock on the gate. The battery follows the same script. On many current trucks, if you buy a new battery and install it yourself, the truck's alternator does not recognize it as new. It reads it as the old failing battery and charges it accordingly. Within weeks, it is overcharged and destroys your $200 purchase. The fix requires the dealer to register the new battery to the truck's computer. 30 seconds of button pressing is billed to you as a diagnostic fee. They have turned the most basic maintenance task in the history of the automobile into a subscription. And then there is what they did to the engine bay itself. On modern Ford Super Duty trucks, the engine is packed so tightly into the bay that a significant number of major repairs require a mechanic to lift the entire cab of the truck off the frame. A job that would have taken a Saturday afternoon in your own driveway is now a $4,000 labor bill because you physically cannot reach the components without a $10,000 commercial lift. They call it packaging efficiency. The correct word is a blockade. But something is pushing back. Farmers were the first to fight this war, and they did not fight it politely. When a $50,000 tractor bricked itself because a sensor failed and the dealer would not come out to the field for 3 days, farmers started buying hacked firmware from overseas to jailbreak their own equipment. Mechanics started building black market diagnostic tools to bypass dealer locks. The right to repair movement is now legislation in multiple states. The wall they built is starting to crack, and the people who never waited for permission are already on the other side of it. There are 2 ways out of this trap. The first is to support right to repair legislation in your state. Several states have already passed laws requiring manufacturers to provide independent repair access to vehicle software and diagnostic data. The more states that pass it, the harder it becomes for manufacturers to maintain the lock. The second way out is the one mechanics figured out years ago. Buy a truck old enough that the lock does not exist. A truck where the window switch is just a switch, where the battery is just a battery, and where the engine bay opens up to reveal something a person with a socket set and 2 hours can actually work on. There are no proprietary laptops required to fix a 1994 Dodge with a 12-valve Cummins. There are no digital serial numbers inside the window switches of a 1992 Ford with the 4.9-liter inline-six. These trucks belong entirely to the person whose name is on the title. That is real ownership. Run the real numbers on what the lock actually costs you. A single unauthorized repair on a late model truck typically results in a dealer visit starting at $180 an hour before parts. A brake job you could do yourself in a driveway for $80 in parts becomes a $600 dealer invoice. An alternator swap that took your grandfather 45 minutes becomes a $1,200 service visit because the computer has to relearn the charging system afterward. Over the life of a modern truck, the lock does not cost you hundreds of dollars. It costs you thousands every single year. That is not a coincidence. That is the plan working exactly as designed. The dealership will tell you that modern trucks are safer and more reliable than anything built 30 years ago. Some of that is true. None of it explains why they need a digital lock to prevent you from changing your own battery. Safety and reliability do not require surveillance. Complexity does not require control. They built the lock because the lock makes money. Understanding that changes everything about how you look at the truck market. You are not choosing between old and new. You are choosing between ownership and subscription. Those are not the same thing. If this changes how you see what you actually own, hit subscribe. Every week we expose the engineering decisions and financial traps the automotive industry builds into your driveway. If a dealer has ever charged you to fix something you should have been able to handle yourself, drop it in the comments. The amount, the job, the truck. Every number you share is one more piece of evidence that this is not an accident. Hold the line. Do not let them turn your truck into a rental.